Hello, hello. Hello everyone, I'm Mrs. Midnight. Give me just a minute to pair the game of Hogwarts Mystery to our screen in OBS. There we go. There we go. We should have now a game image. Sorry for all the trouble. I swear I tried to not get delayed to begin streaming and I hate when it happens. But today my computer decided that I needed to reinstall OBS, that I needed to reinstall Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery, and I'm just grateful to finally be here and that I in the notice said that it delayed to 5 p.m. and we are actually here on 5 p.m. So let me make sure we are live and that I have not been talking to an empty screen. Let's make sure we are actually live. Ooh. Actually closed YouTube by mistake. There we go. On 5 p.m. So let me make sure we are live. There we go. We do have audio and everything, so I'm gonna lower the volume. And now let's see how much we can advance here, explaining field, why we need animal bones. That, to put you in context, we need them because we are helping Leah Lee, Barnaby's uncle, that's being the substitute for Professor Sprout while she's out of the school. She's being the substitute for her biology class, and we are helping her gather a very powerful fertilizer, well, the ingredients for it. So far we have dragon excrement, that is a primary ingredient for fertilizer. We also have seaweed, and that with Ben Cooper, he helped us use a spell to dry it, like a heating spell. But now we need to convince Filch to give us some of the animal bones he has for Mrs. Norris and for rat traps. And he's telling us, so Professor asked you to do the work for her, because he's just a bitter man that's resented with everything. But let's take a look at our ink pots. We do not have enough yet to finish an image, but ooh, we do have enough crystals to get energy, so let's get some. Alright, I like that. Let's close this. Now it's gonna be more expensive, no wonder this. And it's only for 20 units, and it takes weeks, if not more than a month, to gather just 95 crystals. But alright, let's see if Filch will give us some. You're telling me that one professor told you to ask me to give you rat bones? I find that very improbable to believe. Well, she only asked me to get animal bones, and we thought that you would be kind enough to give us some. In my opinion, part of the lesson is gathering all the necessary ingredients, which I agree to. Let's suppose I believe you, and that... Let me get at least some sort of insulation for the dog barking. Let's assume I believe you and that a professor really asked you to do this. Why should I help you? Let's see. Dumbledore would like it that we can use the empathy trait, but let's see. We will give a toy to Mrs. Norris. We will be doing you a favor. Let's try to use this one because we have been nice to Mrs. Norris before, building a more positive relationship with him. But he also should have a positive relationship with Dumbledore to some extent because despite not having magic, Dumbledore gave him an opportunity to work in the school. I personally wouldn't choose to work in a magic place where I cannot do magic and being the only one that can't. But if that's what he wanted, Dumbledore was kind to him, so... Professor Dumbledore would like it. He was the one that asked me to help Leah. If he would learn that you are making her Hogwarts, like her staying at Hogwarts, more difficult than necessary... Alright, I guess you can get the filthy bones. Thank you, Mr. Filch, I won't forget this. I will send them directly to the herbology classroom. If I ever discover that you use them for anything that's not a class, I will make sure both of you get expelled. Alright, fair enough. Phew! We made it. We only need one more ingredient, Gladys. We are almost done. That's right. The only missing ingredient is the pulverized root, asphodels root. Alright? Ooh. I mean, I dripped coffee on me and also it's getting cold, so I may need to take a minute to heat it, but let's finish up this dialogue. It's a very common ingredient for potions, most likely Snape has in his personal reservation, or reserve. I wonder if he will help us. Maybe if you ask him, well, I asked him a favor not long ago. I don't want to tempt my luck, or push my luck. That makes sense. Then I will need a Slytherin student that Snape likes. I guess I could ask Merrill. I was thinking of her. Damn, this will be harder than I thought. I'm sure you will find a way to convince her to help you. I would do it myself, like, teacher, what do you need help with? I'll do it in exchange for some of the ingredients. I'll have to try. Thanks for your help, Penny. I'll go see Merrill now and I'll help her and I'll ask her for help with Snape to get that last ingredient. Wish me luck. Right? You need my help? I'll listen, but I don't have a lot of time. See if she does help us or not. Yay, energy! But I think we might not need it. Don't quote me on it yet, but we might just not. And by the way, if you are watching, make sure to say hi to me and leave a thumbs up so I know that you are having fun. I heard that the new herbology teacher is preparing something special for the next class. Does anybody want to play a gobstones game? It's much better studying here than in the library. Hi Marilla, thank you for responding to my calling. That doesn't mean I'm gonna help you. I'm just willing to listen to you. Well, that's something. Your relationship goals because she's my girlfriend. I need to get some pulverized asphodels root. Probably Professor Snape has some extra, so I wonder if you would be willing to help me ask him some of that ingredient. Pulverized asphodels root. That's an ingredient for the Living Dead filter. Wow, I didn't know that I did! And you're my MC, what the hell? But I need it for something else. It's one of the ingredients that Leah Lee asked me to get for her next class. Weren't you interested in it? Leah Lee? Of course I am! This could be my perfect opportunity to cause a good first impression. Alright, I'll help you. Great! Then we can go talk to Snape and... Not so fast, Valka. Not anyone has a favor from Professor Snape, and especially today. What do you mean? Today he's in a very horrible mood. Especially, he's not going to be easy to convince. It's better to have a plan of action, of course, but luckily for you, I know exactly what to do. Perfect. I'm listening. Pay attention then. I'll give you some advice to approach Professor Snape. I would say one of the main ones, don't make him waste time, you know? Don't talk more than necessary, go straight to the point. Seems that Professor Snape only likes students that are good in potions. I am good in potions! Avoid sarcastic comments or clever answers. Professor Snape is, yay, we level up! Yes! Show Professor Snape that you are self-assured of what you are doing. Oh, I didn't read the rest. Deep down, Professor Snape worries about his students, even you. I know that. You're at least from Slytherin, that you have that on your side. Remember, you have to show Professor Snape that you know what you are doing. Most important reading Professor Snape is showing self-assuredness. Tell me everything you know about Snape, Marilla, I'm willing to learn. That I already read. He's impressed by exceptional skills. That could be a problem for you. That's not true! Show Professor Snape security what you're doing. I know that will be hard for you. You're a horrible girlfriend, Marilyn. You're not gonna do good in my toxicometer. And I hate that the game doesn't take that into consideration. But I'm going to take 1 or 2 minutes at the most to go heat my cup of coffee because this is colder than the environment. I won't be long, but maybe it will be enough for at least getting 1 energy unit. Be right back. Well, I guess I can come back while the cup is heating, not like the microwave needs me to be there. But let's see. We are out of energy clearly, so first of all, we do have enough flasks to try and unlock a potion. Trying to remember the figures that I saw. We're missing these two. There's this one, so now we're missing a single one. Could be in either of these two. Maybe here, not here. Maybe there, not here. Not here. Let's try. This one? Nah. Damn it, we are out of pink ones that are the only likely ones, I think, unless no. This is part of the jar, so no. This is part of the leaf, so no. Damn it, yeah, we need pink ones, so no such luck here. Let's try here. Damn it, it's full of pink too. But let's see how we do. And I did hear the microwave beeping, but give me a second and I'll be right back. Alright, guess who made herself volcanic lava to drink? It was too cold, now it's too hot. Maranton, hi, how are you? Welcome. How hard is it for getting to get new ink bottles, right? I hate that. Hi, by the way, hi. Under the balls? Oh, let's see. No pun intended, but Maranton says that I should look under my balls. Alright. Alright, we don't need that one, but we need more pink ones. Eee, we only have green. See if by any chance. Okay, let's not waste them. So we're gonna have to find another way. Let's actually go to the magical reserve, because for one, my animals need food, the ones that are not mine yet, like completely tamed. And for another thing, we finished a quest, so maybe we get energy now. Then, so we need, actually let me check the prices. No energy. Energy! Poisonous creature, Mossack. You know what to do, baby. Mossack has arrived to the Department of Toxicology in San Mongo. Mossack is exactly the type of creature that Victor Vicencio was expecting to help him in his duties in San Mongo. Yay! Oh, Barrington says, hold on. I meant in the former part where you were looking one part, that one space in the potion game. Alright, as soon as we get pink bottles, I'll try that area. Thank you. I was thinking that one too, but I ran out of pink bottles. So we'll have to try to get some more, complete more actions, but as for now, let's go see Hikari and Larry Lobster, our two creatures that still are not tamed, and we need to feed and to interact with so they love us more. But I'm thirsty and I cannot drink my coffee because it's too hot. Let's try again. I mean, it's more tolerable, but it's still a little too hot. How are you, by the way, Bara? How's your Saturday going? Today I showered, meaning I washed, but I like saying showered. A lot of news in the store with Mr. Midnight. And I helped with the social media and what have you. But I also found the time to write the screenplay for the next short of the channel. And by the way, the next video is coming out on on Tuesday for all public to watch, but it's already available for members. Until she levels up more than 100, so will be a while. Look at the interaction of Larry Lobster, that's a Macol Malaclone, when he starts trusting you. That just melted me. I was joking like, oh, cause look. He offers you. He's like, don't you want? I love. I would sit to it with him. Not his food. I would bring mine, but that was just so adorable that I would take him to my room if he allowed me. Oh, look. We got another ink bottle. Although I think it's the same actually that we had gotten, I don't know. But, okay. Little by little, but at least we are getting a few. Ooh, let's see what we got. Knowledge points, alright, I won't say no. What else? Let's actually check on Barnaby's Gnarl tour, because that eventually can give you 1 or 2 units of energy once you complete it. Not for this event because we are running out of time for it. I'm actually in not the best position to say the least, but I'm gonna still try. There we go. Thank you for coming, Gladys. I need to ask you a favor for Gnarl, my pet Gnarl. He's bored to be in my bedroom and needs to see more places. Can you give him a tour? I wrote ideas of what he'd like. Don't let anyone see you down there. That's ambiguous as hell, Barnaby. Don't let anyone see you down there. Where could that be? I mean, Forbidden Forest could be one, but I don't know. Down there. Let's look at the lower floor in the west. Never hurts to have pages, and I saw something here. Don't let anyone see you down there. I would suppose then the Forbidden Forest actually, but how ambiguous. I don't know, I'm gonna say here just to unlock the next one. I'm sure it's gonna be wrong, but it's just ambiguous as hell. Down there, down where? Good. I just arrived home. I was running errands in general. See, everything is so expensive, by the way. Every time I go out to buy something, I get less and I pay more. I know, groceries, food. It's absurd that food, something so basic is so unaffordable, or medicines. World is messed up nowadays. I don't want to be independent anymore. I know. You know how I feel like in Rugrats? Like, I don't want to be an adult anymore, Tommy. Or I'll say it in Spanish. No sé si veías Aventuras en Pañales o Rugrats, pero me siento como Carlitos de ya no quiero ser adulto, Tommy. Totally. Not alright. Let's close out of there. Then magical achievements. Please don't unlock energy. How long until I do? Ooh, let's check at the tasks. Ooh, now we might have. Okay, this is overwhelming as hell. I'm going to try to close out at least of the scene ones. Goodie. Yes, we got energy. And chocolate frogs. Miss at Midnight likes that. Oh, damn it. Because chocolate frogs can mean more energy. Not yet, but in time they might. So let's see how much it advances us this time around, and then we try other ways to energize. Remember, you have to show that you know what you're doing. There we go, that's what I wanted. I'd rather stay here than go talk to Professor Snape. Right, I'm not gonna keep reading them because I already did previously, but let's see if we can get the potion that gives energy. Felix Felicis. So you said here, right, Barra? Let's try. Damn it, it could be. That one would make sense, but sadly it was not in this case. Let's try here. Okay. That discards these ones. Oh, damn it, we are out of pink ones again. Yeah. So you know what? We have money for the frogs, so let's try that. But actually, before that, I want to go play Quidditch, so it unlocks the House Pride, because we cannot even qualify for it yet. And later, remind me I want to go see my plants in the greenhouse. I don't want to leave them unattended, they are so delicate. It's my favorite position, bitter. What mission are you doing at the moment? I'll show you the name in a minute, but it's a mission with Professor Sprout and with Leah Lee, the aunt of Barnaby. That Barnaby Lee's aunt, Leah, is substituting Professor Sprout as the herbology professor while she's out of the school. You're helping her plan her classes, prepare them, and at this moment she's asking you to gather the ingredients for a fertilizer. And so far we've gathered dragon's excrement, that's a very basic ingredient even for real life fertilizer, seaweed. We need to gather this potion ingredient from Snape, animal bones from Filch that he already agreed to give us, rat bones that he uses for rat trap or for Mrs. Norris. And I think the Snape one, the ingredient for a potion, is the last one to be able to prepare the fertilizer. But I don't remember the event name at the moment. Is it to help a lady that comes to show something about botanics? Exactly. I'm precisely doing that mission and I'm in the same part, yay! And how much do you have on it, Barra? Because I'm not in a very good position. Because I have less than a day and I'm in part 3. I should be on part 4 already, but let's see how we do. I'm not going to spend gems. I don't want to because I'm saving for a Venom's Tentacula, but let's see if we can finish it. Damn it, all the plants are doing awful! Let's go see them. Poor pumpkin. It's horrible to see an orange plant that's very colorful losing its color. It's getting better, but it's still withered. Yay, we can harvest! Yes. Water and fertilizer again. I have 2 days left. Oh my god, the plants, yeah, no, I hate that. Unless you are there every day and like twice a day, they wither. Fortunately, you can recover them. But I hate seeing them like that. Even if they don't die, I feel awful. At least we are harvesting things here and there. I like this flying flower a lot. It's one of my favorite kind of along the nervous bush. And I hate seeing it withered. My neck popped. Oh. No, 5. I wish you could give them more. Because they take forever to grow. I mean, I guess makes sense, plants in real life take their time too, but still. Oh, not this one. This one is taken care of. This one needs. This one is my very favorite so far. But that may change when I get the Venomous Tentacula, but it's been a real struggle to get 225 gems without spending them. To complete time-limited optional missions. Alright, so greenhouse is taken care of. Let's get out of there. Let's collect our books here. Space is a little tight with my current stool. I need a better chair. Alright. We need to harvest 4 more pumpkins. What we got? Oh, yay! Some coins. Let's get some chocolate frogs. I don't have enough pages, but I do have coins. I need this 30 set. We need more coins. See how much more we advance. I mean, we still have the recharging points available, but wanted to try that. See, we need to use it wisely. Not either of these ones because they are part of the figures that are showing, but we are between these 3. So let's try here. Damn it, it's this one then. Okay, we need one more pink. Jeez. Let's see if any club is near to giving us that price of energy. No, none is. Is any friendship close to giving us a prize? No, we are very far from advancing enough with either of them, so that will have to wait. We are not close enough to advancing romance either, so yeah, it will have to be with recharging points now. That part of the plants is very sin gracia. How would you say that in English? Like it doesn't catch your attention so much. They are just there. And you have to harvest a lot to buy something in the store. And it's not so good either. I agree. I like it because thanks to Mr. Midnight, I discovered that I do have a green thumb after all. But I do find it a little tedious and a little monotonous. Not to mention that it's very long or time consuming to be able to buy things and they are not that great. You're right for the effort they take. No! How is it possible that you didn't reach level 10 of friendship with Rowan before she died? Well, I didn't expect her to die! But let me check later. How far did I get in the friendship with her? Did you see? By any chance what level of friendship I had with her? Because, I mean, I didn't hate the character, but I did like other characters better than her in all honesty. And yeah, I just was not expecting for the character to get killed. It was horrible. A horrible surprise, and even if I was not super close with her, as MC might have been supposed to, I did feel bad for it. It was a horrible situation, expected as hell and uncalled for on Breakpeak. I mean, I know she was aiming for Ben, but either way, both would have been uncalled for and unfair. See, out of curiosity, what level I had with her? 6, yeah, no, I was very far from level 10. Sorry, Rowan. I will have to one day create another account to try Barnaby's route and also to make amends with Rowan. But I would say after Merula, I would try Barnaby, then Maria, then Andre, then Penny, and then I guess it could be whomever of the next options because none of them is like I hate them as a romantic option except for Ben Cooper. But none of them is my cup of tea either. Let's go back here. I think we should be able to finish at least this now. I hate the 8 hours tasks. Oh, no. Again, I hate the 8 hours task. And they just take forever to finish, but okay, this should be it. Yes! I have the friendship with everyone to level 10 as soon as I get them in the game. That's a good habit because that does help you. You know, the prizes sometimes include energy and even it just strengthens the relationship with the characters. I should get in that habit too. Ben is a romantic option, I think he is. I think he is the one that's just a silhouette. The people that I have asked have told me that it's Ben Cooper. Let me show you real quick. This one? Well, no, this is Callum, this is another one, but this one that I cannot even click on, supposedly it's Ben. I'm not sure it's the case, but the silhouette does match. And I would hate him as a romantic option. Would be like, no, not in a million years, even less than Yae. I would rather go to jail for Yae than even have a coffee with Ben. Just can't stand him, even as a friend. Thank you, Marilla. I think I'm ready to ask Professor Snape for the last ingredient. I'm not so sure. I want to see if you paid attention. As you wish, put me to the test. Alright. What's the most important reading with Snape or dealing with Snape? Confidence. You have to show confidence in what you're doing. That's correct, especially when it comes to potions and ingredients. I think I can do this. Thank you again for your help, Marilla. Tell me when this finishes. I hope this is at least fun to watch. I'm sure everything will be okay. We will talk to Professor Snape after our next potion class, and we will ask the next ingredient. Righty? Class is over. If you insist on making me waste my time, do it already. Okay. Let's read Barra before talking to Snape. I always wanted to put the Quidditch characters as romantic options, me too. Rad and Orion would be the ones that I would want. I'll read you in a minute once I talk to Snape. Professor Snape, could we talk for a minute? I'm sure you noticed that the class is over, Balka. That means the students should go. We only need to ask you for one ingredient that you use for potions, Professor. That's right. I'm helping Leah Lee for her herbology classes, and she's teaching us to prepare a fertilizer. Leah Lee is the reason why I helped Balka. Besides, we thought that we could get some points for Slytherin House. I'll consider it. I suppose this ingredient that you need has a name. Of course, it's pulverized asphodels root. For a fertilizing, that's very original. I suppose if it's Leah Lee who requested, everything changes. Great! Thank you, Professor. I'm not done yet. Whether it's Leah Lee or not, I do not give ingredients away to whom doesn't know how to use them. You will have to demonstrate that you know this ingredient before I accept to give it to you. So tell me, what famous potion has pulverized asphodels root as one of its ingredients? The filter of the living dead. It's the most potent somniferous. It seems that you do know what you're doing. That's surprising. I wouldn't have come with Balka if it wasn't that way, Professor. That's right, we are a team. We are helping Professor Lee together. Alright, in that case you can take the ingredient that you need. As long as you can find it. What? But all the powder jars look the same. Not for an experienced eye. Find it and you can take it. If you cannot find it, it's not really my problem, is it? Fair enough. I like the character of the Sky, the one with the blue streak that plays Quidditch. She's cute too, but I rather an Orion. But I like Sky as a friend. She is very competitive and I like that from her. Well, I suppose that being Snape, that's being very helpful. Although you did give him the right answer. He really doesn't like you. Nami! We have to find it on our own. I am not planning to leave the dungeons without it. Okay, at least it's a 3-hour task. Not an 8 one. But it still blows that he won't even help us find it. So let's see if we can now unlock the chocolate frogs. Okay. There's one ingredient. Oh, don't mean to touch that one. Bot click. Okay, this is another one that we need, but it's all pink. Why is it always all pink? Whoa, that was a lucky guess. Okay, so problem is that we need only pink ones here, so there goes the attempt for the chocolate frogs. Let's at least try to get some of these tokens. I'm doing horrible. Oh. Okay, at least we know where one is. But yet again, we need a lot of pink ones. Alright, we need to go gather more energy. So first of all, since we are already in the dungeon level, let's go ahead and check our dorm. That has a lot of recharging points. I do not read the letter out loud because I have in several streamings, but if anyone's curious, it's Merula, that she's my girlfriend. And she says that if I tell anyone how much I mean to her, She will turn me into a slug, so relationship goals. I mean, she's gonna do horrible on the toxicometer. Why, Merula? And it sucks that there's not enough space neither here nor in the trophy room or in the secret clubhouse to put all my trophies. Because I wish I could use all those recharging points. I hate that the potion game asks you for a fucking lot of pink flasks, but the game hardly ever gives them. The interactions that you complete usually give you yellow, green, none, just experience points. It's like, damn it, I need pink! Let's repair it. But when you have dates with the others to make the videos, Marilla doesn't get angry or stop being your girlfriend. No, those clips are the ones that you see from Jai and Maria, and that you will from other options are either clips from Midnighters that give me their permissions to use them, or GIFs that I find online, or very short clips like under 5 seconds that I repeat, like loop. But because you cannot go out with them, let me show you here. If I, for example, wanted to go on a date with Kiara, she's locked because I'm exclusive with Merula. Same if I wanted with anyone of the others. You can only go with her. Also, if you try... I clicked out of the game. Even if you try here, in a date interaction, to select someone else, it's not going to even appear. You know, it's going to be only the one that you're with. And actually, I think we need to have a date, so why not? Let's go with her. But no, answering your question, those clips are not from my dates. That's why I either look for gifts if they are not given to me by my midnighters, or keep the clips under 5 seconds or 6 at the most, and showing only Jai, showing only Kiara, showing only the romantic option, because in those cases that I do not have the person explicitly sending the video to me, I don't like to show the avatar of someone else that I didn't create. But no, you cannot go to dates with other characters that are not yours. The more powerful witch accepts your invitation for another secret date in the patio. Nice to see you, Merula. It's exciting to be able to spend time here with you. Let's throw a coin to the fountain and ask for a witch. Not made of galleons, Valkai. Do not waste my savings in frivolous games. So if you're gonna ask for a wish, it better be something good. Let's ask for unlimited wishes. Unfortunately, we did do it well, because if not, she must be like, you have to actually try to be able to have the wish working. Oh, that's clever. The most powerful witch of Hogwarts could do a lot with a wish like that. Admit it, Merula, you're having fun in this date with me. I'm not admitting anything, Rapalka. But if you wanted to go out with me once, I wouldn't be opposed to it. Would you like to have a nocturnal flight? That's funny, Valka. I'm not sure you can follow my rhythm. Or my pace. No doubt. Not with that slow broom that you have, but if we were in the same broom, let me ask you this, Valka. How fast are you planning to go? Obviously fast. That's how I like it. As fast as you can. As fast as a thunder. A race in the nocturnal sky. The most powerful wish of Hogwarts agrees with it. The only race I plan to win, Merla, is to your heart. I wouldn't really say that. I mean, I am cheesy, I am affectionate, But I don't speak like that. I don't speak with or like basic standard phrases. That's one of the cheesiest phrases I've ever heard, Valka, but let's go. I mean, my defense is not mine, it's just series. Ah, I thought you could try like dates with all the characters until you are not in a formal relationship, yes. But once you are a girlfriend or boyfriend, you can't anymore. So once you pick one, there's no turning back, like it should be in real life. Exactly, you have to break up in order to be able to go on dates with anyone you want, or to put the relationship in pause, which I don't like. I think, as in real life, you should either be with the person exclusively or say so if you don't want something so formal. I swear I saw a golden snitch crossing the sky, but it's likely it was only a shooting star. Oh no, Valka! This date has become so boring that I got bored thinking of Quidditch. If you're so bored, Marilyn, what do you like doing in the Hogwarts dates? Oh, I know. Let's play the game of what would happen if. If you could take me anywhere in the world, where would it be? Dragon race? And board my ass. But heart meter says otherwise. Well, that would be surely more exciting than spending time in this patio. Merla, you don't really think this day is boring, do you? Of course not, Valka, but that's a secret I'll take to my grave. Well, you're digging it by talking to me that way. Alright. We are very short on coins. Let's keep trying to gather energy. And after that, I think the next resource would be to try to get coins from the animals, from the creatures, to be able to buy more chocolate frogs, because I hardly think we have enough pages for it. And we are very short on books to be able to spend them to gather more pages like that. Which blows because there's a creature that I actually want that costs several pages, but oh well. I guess in time we will be able to get enough. And remind me, Bara, who did you pick as your romantic option in Hogwarts Mystery? Or are you still in the process of picking? Because I know some of you are with Kiara, some of you are with Talbot, but I'm curious. What creatures, the magical creatures that love us in the magical reserve, they can give you sometimes energy or coins as prizes when you feed them. Because once they are tamed, you no longer need to invest food to level them up, but you can still feed them and get prizes. So, those creatures. I hate when the loading screen takes so much. Here. See how far we are from finishing this action. You see all yellow and green, no pink! Like this time for you to lose the potion game unless you invest money or go out of your way to get energy. Meryl, I think it's this one. This powder is light brown and fine. Yes, it's that one. I was sure I would find it first. You know what? You have been an asshole to us. Well, I found it. Ah? Well, I found it if this was a competition. It wasn't, and don't be so sobered, because you wouldn't have achieved it without my help. What matters is that I have the last ingredient now. Now that I have everything that Leah requested, I'm ready to go back to her to prepare the lesson. See you later! See you later, alligator. You gather all the ingredients necessary to prepare the fertilizer for Leah. But there's one last step before the class begins. Discover Leah's secret and prepare for a lesson that you'll never forget. Alright! Oh. I didn't see what was the reason for it, but let's see a couple ads to get rid of the waiting time. Because fortunately now, every ad takes away 60 minutes, an hour, not just 20. So we don't have to watch that many. I haven't picked one yet. I'm waiting for the mission for the first aid. What year are you on? Remind me, Dara. But I think that's gonna take long because it's starting to send a lot of limited optional missions. Yeah, limited time optional missions, I know. For the Christmas seasons, totally. Oh no, I meant what was the creature that you wanted to have? Oh, I forget its name in English, but I think it's called Remora in Spanish, although it doesn't look like a real life Remora because I will show it to you in a minute. It looks more like a whale to me. Actually, I guess I can go to reservation. Oh, jeez. I hate clicking out of the game accidentally, but it happens a lot because I don't have the screen maximized. Do not forget to check the chat. But answering Barbara's question is this one, Ramora, which looks like a cute type of whale, but as you can see, I'm far, far away from being able to get her. But you know what, since we are here, let's feed our babies to see if they give us enough coins to buy at least one more attempt, if possible, maybe two for chocolate frogs, because that gives you energy as well. Because I mean, I love streaming this game for you because I know the community is in both channels actually like it, people even request it, and I love the game. It's one of my main themes for my channel, but I hate that the energy part of the game forces me to make the streamings much shorter, you know? Because you only get so much of it and so many ways to recharge it before having to be putting money. And right now, Mr. Midnight and I are doing fine relatively, but the store is struggling because given the cold, people are not going out so much. Not only to our shop, but in general. So last thing I want to tell him is like, guess what? I spent out of my way in a video game because honestly he goes out of his way to keep us both comfortable, stable, safe, and the last thing that he deserves from me is for me to be going big spender, you know? I accidentally interacted with this guy, but it's so cute. I love his interaction. I am in 4th year and it's supposed to be, that mission is supposed to be unlocked already, but between Halloween and Christmas, that will come in January, February, most likely. I'm sorry that that will be the case, but you do sound about right, because the seasonal ones are most likely going to overlap on it first, you know, before you actually get that one. But hopefully you'll be able to get it soon. And do you know who you're going to want to pick once you do unlock the first aid mission? Remember, by the way, that whomever it is, it's not mandatory, but if you would wish for your clips of dates with the character to appear in the channel, you are welcome to send them. Otherwise, just let me know how you are doing in the dates. See how many creatures we need to feed to get, we need 3,250 coins. to be able to lie. Ooh, yay, gems! Thank you. I named that creature Kowalski because of Jacob Kowalski from Fantastic Beasts, because I confused him with the creature that actually tries to lash at Jacob because of the pheromones. But I'm not gonna change his name because I feel it suits him. My grab horn. I love in Hogwarts Mystery that you can ride the grab horn and it charges at things. I love that creature. All the options are very indifferent for me, but most likely I will pick Penny. Penny is a good option, she's a very sweet girl. So let's go to the next area here. It's the crepuscular light. I just really hope it doesn't take all the creatures because for one it's tedious, but also that would mean that we just have one more chance to recover energy and then kaput for the streaming, and I don't want that. And I want it to last at least an hour and a half or so. But I guess my Matagot didn't get the memo that we need more coins, baby. Yay! Thank you! Thank you, that's very helpful. See how we do with this other two. Yay, gem! You never say no to gems because they are not that common to happen as prizes. You see the amount of times I do this in the streamings, and out of them I do it as well. And it's very rare to get that many gems. Yay! Thank you! Be back in 1 minute. Ooh, yay! So that is, and if you could pick someone from Quidditch, my favorite from all the games is Erica Rad, mine too. Mine too. From the men from Quidditch, I like Orion, but from the girls, I love Rad. Definitely she would be my first choice. And it sucks that they do not include anyone from Quidditch because many people have told me that they like Morphe, that they like Orion, that they like Sky. And I think, Bara, you might be the first one to tell me about Rad, or one of the few that has, but people like her too, including myself. So I don't know why the MCT has not decided to include them, but I hope that changes in time, that they upgrade it because they are great options. They are very likable characters, very endearing, and I would like to see them. It's romantic options. But let's try to get some of these chocolate frogs. And we get none of these two, you see? The ones that give the most energy. But we now have enough to do Reparo tries and get 20 more units. Suck up that one, Jam City. Playing the system. Because it really sucks how energy consuming the tasks are and how hard it is to get a significant amount of it. But now we need to accelerate the time a couple more times to be able to meet with Leah sooner. And I hate these ads that, well, at least this one is moving. But I hate the ones that not only lure you to interact with the ad like you were playing the game while the ad plays, but that even make it impossible for the ad to start advancing in the first place, like for this bar to fill. Like, it forces you to interact with the ad. It's like for crying out loud. If your game sounds or seems appealing to me, I most likely will while I'm watching, but if it isn't, damn, do not force me. What the? Oh, Jesus Christ. I think the screen tried to redirect us to the App Store to buy the damn game. And now we have to reopen it, so bear with me for a minute or two while the game reloads. I'm sorry, don't expect that. I understand that many do not pick those characters like a desirable couple because not everybody does the Quidditch story. And they are right to not complete it because it's very tedious. Yeah, I mean, I get that too, and I could see out of all the optional tasks in the game, Quidditch is the one that I like the less, or the least. But I still do it to not miss out on knowing the characters better, the story, and blah blah. But despite it being tedious, despite not being very appealing and everything, they really shouldn't skip it. And totally agreed with that about the ads, right? It's just very annoying. By the way. Okay, at least it didn't nullify what we did.
Si estás construyendo tu casa en México.
With the chocolate frogs and everything, because I was worried that for the great game crashing we would have to do things again. But fortunately not. Aparte que es and besides it's very annoying that it redirects you, yes! And kids start playing in those sets, which makes the ad have more retention and get paid more. Yeah, no, it's just a horrible, dirty way to get an income. Very annoying for the user. And just overall wrong. Yes, I thought it was to speed it up. I just don't want to be spending the 10 caramels, so arbitrarily, because they are not unlimited. But then, I mean, even if they at least improve that every ad lowers 1 hour instead of 20 minutes of the time, they are annoying. And I hadn't thought of it, but you are right. The ads, maybe adults will interact with them here and there, but they are designed more for the kids, the teenagers, that are more inclined to not only play with the ad, but also click on it to try to download and everything. And I hate that now it's not one, it's 2 ads. And I wrote like, geez, a horrible way to promote your product. You know? You know what? It's 3 hours. Let's use one caramel. I'm fed up with the ads. Ooh, let's see what we got. Oh, we have 2 new, so I cannot make guarantees, but let's see what they give us. I mean, I hate the amount of pop-ups. Ooh! Well, it unlocks coins, but I don't know, perhaps at least enough for more chocolate frogs? Completed image. But it's very annoying and it's obvious the bad faith which they make those ads with. Totally. It's very unethical. Besides annoying, it's very unethical. You're right. And it's clear that it is. This is a memory with Ben. Ben? Gladys, I'm glad you're here. What are you doing in the requirement room? I came to make a plan to recover the dark magic artifacts that are scattered in all the castle. With Professor Dumbledore away for school businesses, Hogwarts needs all the help possible. But I found something unexpected. Look at this. Seems that they are dark magic artifacts. They are diagrams and directions about each one. Everything you need to know to use it safely or deactivate its curses. Surely the thief prepared his thievery here before erupting in the dark arts classroom. This will help track and take everything that he took back. These artifacts of dark magic have very powerful charms. Can you recover them without getting cursed? Obviously. Of course, I only have to be careful and be very attentive of what it says here. If I follow these directions by heart, I should be able to avoid the curse of every dark magic artifact. That's the spirit, Gladys. Your confidence in front of such a great danger is inspiring. Seems to be 6 artifacts in total, but one of them is scratched. I'll pay attention while I look for the artifacts of dark magic. They may have the clues to identify it. I don't understand why someone would do this. Why steal artifacts of dark magic just to scatter them for Hogwarts? There must be a reason. Useful distraction? There may be a major plan behind. The dark magic artifacts could be just a useful diversion. If all this mess is only a diversion, I don't want to imagine which is the true plan. There's something true in everything. There's something true in all this. There's a thief in Hogwarts. If not, why would they plan all this in the artifact room or requirement room? I'm scared to think that someone in Hogwarts could be responsible of all of this. I should stay here and look over in case the person comes back, the one that wrote in the blackboard. Be safe then. Whomever is behind this could be dangerous. I don't mind a bit of danger if it's to protect Hogwarts. I have to go back to locating dark magic artifacts. If I don't hurry, someone could get hurt. Good luck, Gladys, don't get cursed. Thank you. One good scene with the favorite character of no one! Totally, I can't stand him. Out of curiosity, I don't like him either, but why don't you like Ben? Because I can't stand the guy. It doesn't make sense that they create stories with that diary event if not 1/4 of the people that plays is going to complete the story of that diary. I agree, it's too hard to complete them because of how hard it is to get new ink bottles once you start unlocking the very first ones. Totally agreed. And we still need a few more coins, like 1,000 more coins to get more chocolate frogs. So curiosity, how are we doing here? Let's see. All right, at least we know where one thing is, but Then again, we are out of pinks. So let's go talk to Leah. Hello, Professor Lee. Hi, Leah. I made it. I got the 4 ingredients. Great, Gladys. I knew you could do it. My friends helped me a lot. I wouldn't have achieved it without them. I found Hagrid and he told me you helped him harvest his pumpkins in exchange of that dragon excrement. But he didn't want to share what his secret is for them to grow so big. It drives me nuts not to know. That must be one of the best kept secrets of Hogwarts, no doubt. Other ingredients, which one would you say was the hardest to get? I would say the animal bones, because we basically had to convince Filch to do a favor. It was hard to get the animal bones. Dealing with Filch is no fun. Damn, the old Argos Filch is still here. I'm sorry that you had to go through that. I was able to convince him with Penny's help. Hard or not, I'm impressed that you got everything in such a little time. Thank you, Leah. You're ready to know the true secret that makes my fertilizer so special. The true secret? Which means the secret is not complete? That's right. There's a 5th ingredient in the recipe, but the true secret is where we find it. Pay attention, Gladys. I'll tell you the secret of the fertilizer. Alright. It's very annoying in general. Besides, when it goes from... He's very annoying in general. Besides, when he goes from being a fearful, scared character to being a bossy, right character, is worse. That's exactly my feeling. He never helped really in anything, and he thinks he's the greatest. Exactly, he is. The word in Spanish is envalentonado. He's not brave. He just pretends to be brave. He's fearless, but because he's reckless. Because he acts like he's immortal, and you're right, he's not even helpful. I wanna just punch him every time he talks to me. Ready to get on the pin? When I was a student, I used to harvest every type of plants in a secret place here. There's a hidden place in Hogwarts where I used to harvest plants. Did I tell you that I learned the greatest part of what I know on my own? I'll tell you how. Last ingredient is hidden in my secret place in Hogwarts. See how many pink bottles did we get? 3, better than nothing. This little by little. We need only pink. Oh. No, I'm not spending pages for a bottle. Forget about it. For me, it's more like a spoiled boy playing a tantrum a lot of times for me too. It's obvious that he has an inferiority complex, comparing himself to others for his cowardness, and he takes it out on his friends that are closest to him. Exactly! Yeah, and that's what I hate the most. Like, you know what? If you have those kind of issues, work on them, because your friends or potentially your significant other, imagine, shouldn't be paying for that. Let's see which achievement I haven't claimed. Because I usually don't enter this menu on the iPad because of how easily it crashes the game. Like every time I open it makes it crash. But I'm curious to see if it will give us gems, energy or whatever I haven't claimed yet. Banshees, yay! Alright. Ooh. And then, where is it that we have achievements yet to claim? Oh. Ah, the problem of Harry's skull. Nice. That mission wasn't bad, but I honestly kind of expected more. You know? Let's try once more with the creatures, at least to get the other 1,000 that we are missing. Check real quick. If I remember right, we finished feeding the creatures of this area. Yeah, we did. So the next one would be actually the dragons in the volcanic land. But yeah, I agree that the character of Ben is just very immature, very unfair to his friends, and the way he manages his fears, pretending that they don't exist, and being a jerk to people when they try to protect him or worry about his safety is like, dude, no. Get the hell out of here. I'm not gonna put up with that shit. I didn't do it because other than the topic, I didn't want to spoil myself. I wanna have something to do when I graduate. That's a good point. I actually didn't realize that it was on the life after Hogwarts until I started it already, but I should have figured as much because the Philosopher's Stone one was the same way, if I remember right. See how this other two do. We are back to the pattern of 25 coins. No! It's just tedious as hell when it takes that long to gather coins between all the creatures. Yay, thank you. Let's go to the next area. Because we are in the fourth part, but in the first part of the fourth, in the first task of the fourth part. So I'm afraid I won't be able to finish the goddamn mission, and I don't want to spend gems. I mean, I've advanced too much and I'm going to be pissed if I don't finish it, but I don't want to spend gems. Because it's been, I think, 3 attempts that I had spent my gems, but 3 attempts to get the venomous tentacula, and I want that plant. Well, Mrs. Midnight, I'm leaving. I'm gonna cook and make some cheese sticks. Oh my god, I want! Send some to Ohio, Bara! And thank you so much for coming. I hope you had fun on the streaming, and I really appreciate that you have no idea that you come to the English ones too. Big hug for you. And I'll see you in about an hour, a little less than an hour, no, a little more than an hour. Hour and 10 minutes for the Spanish one, which means that after getting enough for another round of chocolate frogs, I'm going to call it a night here in English to have at least an hour to rest between streamings, and that way I'm not exhausted for the Spanish one. Have a happy weekend, and I hope the sales in the store improve in the next weeks. Thank you, Bara. Same for you. Have a great weekend, and thank you for the sales. The good part is that they are going to get paid utilities and such, so people will have a little more money. Yes, hopefully that will also help. And as said, right now the problem is not really only the economics, although that does influence the government shutdown and what have you, but it's also the weather. Oh, I hate the way that an animal is or that troll is. But it's the weather, it discourages people from getting out of their homes because of how blistering cold it is. So hopefully that will improve in time. And hopefully it won't take us so terribly long to get that 3,250 coins for our last round of chocolate frogs, because I'm fed up with trying with the creatures. I mean, I love feeding them, don't get me wrong, but it is a little tedious in all honesty when it takes so many of them to do it. Come on. I love how he grabs his foot. Are you in a storm or something? No, not a storm, but it's very cold. Not snow yet, fortunately, but very cold, like below 50 Fahrenheit degrees. So it's cold enough for people to prefer to stay at home where it's more cozy, warmer. And we have the heater or the furnace in the store. But the thing is that people have to walk on the street before entering, so that's part of the struggle. But fortunately, we are taking actions to combat it in the sense that we are promoting more, we are also giving more discounts here and there, and that's kind of been helpful. I just hope that the weather won't be so merciless as it was last year, that I almost become a human popsicle. But if it is, fortunately, we work indoors. See how the Testral does, because despite his size, the Hungarian horntail barely gave us any energy. Or the Testral, for the matter. I hate the 25 coins price. It's like, you know what, if you're gonna do that, don't give me anything, thank you very much. I hate those shitty prices. And it's like, the more I hate them, the more the game insists in giving it. I swear I'm gonna attack someone if it gives me 25 coins again, I swear. I hate that price. Son of a bitch. No, I positively hate them. You know what? What do we have here? Good.
Si estás construyendo tu casa en México,
Good. We have 75 coins there, so that should help. Because I'm just fed up with them giving me 25 damn coins in the majority of the interactions with the animals. And if I didn't want to listen to your first ad, what makes you think I'm going to want to listen to the second one? I just put them to get items. Well, fortunately it's done now, so... Okay. Let's get our chocolate frogs. Oh, out of there. Jesus Christ. Oh no, we do have enough. I thought it hadn't registered it, but Jesus Christ that it doesn't give us these ones whatever we do. And we are officially out of attempts for the chocolate frogs because we are too low on creatures to think that we are gonna get 3,000 units of coins to get more chocolate frogs. So I'm gonna have to call it a night for now, because besides I said I do need to rest before the Spanish streaming. But not before saying that Mrs. Midnight loves you, hopes to see you next time, and hope that you had fun today